So why would we want to use overdrive for slide guitar? Well, a bunch of reasons really. There's an energy, an excitement, you know, an emotional aspect that comes with using overdrive. But it also has the effect of compressing the notes, which is really useful when you're playing slides. So the notes are going to sustain a little bit longer, and also the quiet notes are going to come up in volume and the louder notes will come down in volume. So you're just getting a more consistent sound. That can be really helpful when you're playing slide. In a previous video, I talked about the fact that you could use overdrive to just help you when you're playing on your normal guitar. And you want to play slide. So, you know, say you're in standard tuning, you're just using a normally set up guitar, using overdrive can really help you make that work. And, you know, all the issues that you get with like notes not sounding quite as clear, or the fret bumping, all that kind of stuff, it seems to, you know, hide a lot of that. So you can really make good use of it in that situation as well. Here's the Kingtone Fuzz, the Germanium one, and I've got the fuzz all the way up. Back it off a bit. Love it. It's really rich, kind of screaming, and when you back it off, you just got that beautiful just hint of the fuzz, and oh, it's, yeah, just wonderful sounding. This is the Jerry Landreth Mythos signature pedal, the High Road Fuzz. I've got the mini one, and basically the fuzz is cranked up and then you just got a volume control. And I'll back it off. It's great. So again, beautiful when you back it off. This is a silicon fuzz. It's just got a little bit more of that high end and edginess to it. I love it for slide. It really got that nice emotional expressiveness. Just, yeah, beautiful. And now I've got the Dustin Fuzzface. Wonderful recreation of, I think this one might be a 66 Fuzzface. Incredible stuff. I have this on loan at the moment from my good friend Moby. Thank you so much. Yeah, this one's special. so expressive, so backs off beautifully, and I haven't quite got the fuzz up full. I mean, it's really meaty when it when it gets going. Incredible, incredible pedal. So this is a tube screamer. This is a TS10. It's a little bit falling apart, but that doesn't matter. It's missing one of the knobs. So this is going to be quite a different kind of sound. Obviously, Steve Ray Vaughan, you know, tube screamers, John Mayer. It's that kind of mid-rangey sound. It cuts through great in a band. Let's see what that sounds like with slide. Yeah, I mean, I'm in open C, so I got thick, chunky strings and everything, but it's a great sound. It's, you know, got its own sound. It's very distinctive, but it works great for slide. I find perhaps that it doesn't give me as much support as other types of overdrive, but that's not necessarily you know, a massive disadvantage. It just means, I guess I find I have to work a little bit harder perhaps with the slide, but it's worth it for the sound. So this is the Blues Breakers side of the Duellist pedal, the Kingtone Duellist. It's the heavy hand side. I've got it just set stock, drives at 12, volume and turner at 12, and let's see what this sounds like. Oh, I love this one as well. It's fat sounding, warm, thick. It's very different from the tube screamer sound, obviously, and I find it gives me a little bit more support personally when I'm using this sound for slide. So I would probably use this as a natural preference over the tube screamer, unless I really wanted that tube screamer sound, and then there's you know, only one way of getting that. So yeah, they're definitely worth exploring all of these different options. It's it really depends on a whole heap of things. You know, what slide you're using, what tuning you're in, what thickness of strings. All this kind of stuff is really going to affect the sound as well, and how you have the pedals dialed in. I mean, one thing I was trying to show you with the Fuzzface is, but this applies to, you know, any good overdrive pedal, is just being able to back the volume off. You just clean up the sound, and you create a little bit of headroom for yourself so that you can, you know, just get a little bit more kind of the natural sound of the guitar with that edge to it. And I find that really, really useful. And then when you want to run it flat out, you know, you just turn the volume up. So it's really worth experimenting with the settings on the pedals. You know, Steve Ray Vaughan used to use the tube screamer with the volume up high and the gain down low, and he's really, you know, making his amp do most of the work. So, you know, the way that you use these pedals is important as well. But the idea behind this video is really just to show you how these different sounds can work with a slide. One thing I haven't done here is to mention that you can also play a resonator guitar with overdrive. Dave Tronzo used to do this, probably still does do this. an incredible sound as well. You just got to watch out for feedback and things like that, of course, with an acoustic instrument. But you know, there are no rules here. You can try all sorts of things, and in this video we're just talking about overdrive. You know, we can look at all sorts of different effects later on. I hope you enjoyed this. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Love to hear any comments that you have about using overdrive with slide, and please subscribe to the channel. I'll see you next time.